You are now listening to Porscha After Dark. Eroticism at its best on worldwide digital stream, where we are reaching people all around the world. So tonight we're going to talk about masturbation, the ins and outs of masturbating, the good things that come from masturbating. You know, on those long days of just being stressed out from your job, from just handling your family, just doing totally different things throughout your days and sometimes weeks at a time, can get a little tedious at times, don't you think? So anytime we can take that little time to ourselves and just release all of that with masturbating, it always does your body good. I know they say milk does your body good, but I think a little bit of masturbating never hurts anybody. So let's just be honest. 95% of men and 72% of women reading this are just here to feel good about what you already are doing behind closed doors. At least I hope you all are doing this behind closed doors. But if the rest of you have been holding out your entire lives, just waiting for science to give you a reason to enjoy your alone time a little too much, well, it's time to cancel your plans and get down to business, because you're doing yourself no favors by doing yourself no favors. Despite the rumors that masturbation can lead to, they say, infertility and even blindness, research has shown that it's actually got a whole lot going for it. On a very basic level, it releases a neurotransmitter, that activates the pleasure center in your brain and the endorphins that actively decrease your perception of pain. For us women, that means it can actually reduce the pain of menstrual cramping. Plus, we'll get a surge of the hormone prolactin, which will help you fall asleep so much faster afterwards. Your body is relaxed. The tenseness that you carried on your shoulders all day, just from that long, hard day that you've had, by masturbating and releasing all of that again, it just does your body so good on so many levels. Now, men in particular seem to benefit the most, because with them, high ejaculation frequency correlating with a decreased risk of prostate cancer. Sometimes scientists aren't yet sure why this is, but maybe, just maybe, all that ejaculating is clearing more of your carcinogens out of the prostate, which means it's flushing so many toxins and everything out of your body when the men release. This is the only reason why humans and other animals involved to masturbate. It might look like a waste of sperm and energy, but studies have shown that it could actually be a strategy to improve the fitness of the sperm by expelling the older ones more regularly. While masturbating is also a surefire way to exercise the muscles, you'll need to have sex with another human being. Making sure you're very strategic about it. If you don't mix up your techniques, you can actually render yourself unresponsive to other types of sexual stimulation when you're not alone. Let me explain. When you're having sex, this is usually best when, your man is hitting it from the back and you can kind of reach under and you grab his testicles. Then you slide your hand up to your clitoris and you start working it as he's thrusting in and out of you. That build up to completion, that will be the best orgasm of your life. It feels so good when he is at that point and he hit that spot and you are stroking your clitoris with your fingers at the same time that build up again is happening. You know, when you guys release, he might release just a little bit before you or maybe a little bit after you. He wants to make sure you get yours first before he actually, goes and gets his. But you're going to be guaranteed to get yours, especially with clitoris stimulation. So before we talk about that, let's normalize this just a little bit. Masturbation, or touching one's own genitals for pleasure, is something that babies do from the time they are in the womb. It's a natural and normal part of a healthy sexual development. According to a nationally representative U.S. sample, it says that 94% of men admit to masturbating, as do 85% of women. But societal perspectives of masturbation still vary greatly, and there's even some stigma around engaging in the act. Related to this stigma or the many myths about masturbation. Myths are so ridiculous. It's a wonder anyone even takes the time to believe in them. But unfortunately, we do have people who buy into all these myths. They include, oh my God, if you masturbate, you're going to go blind, you're going to go insane. Masturbation can make sexual organs fall off. Most guys have heard that from, someone in their family from time to time. I know I've definitely heard the one, if you masturbate, you're going to go blind. You're not going to be able to see if you keep touching yourself like that. Really? Wow, that's just not true. And then the ultimate is masturbation causes infertility. In actual fact, masturbation has many great health benefits that are good for you. For women, again, masturbation can help prevent cervical infections and urinary tract infections through the process of tenting, or the opening of the cervix that occurs as part of the arousal process. Now, women, what tenting is. That's that muscle where it stretches the cervix and the cervical mucus that enables the fluid circulation, allowing cervical fluids full of bacteria to be flushed out. And masturbation can lower risk of type 2 diabetes. Through this association may also be explained by greater overall health. You in general have to keep yourself healthy to keep down all these diseases and things that can enter our body from not doing what we're supposed to do to it. Masturbation can also reduce insomnia through hormonal and tension release, and increase pelvic floor strength through the contractions that happen during orgasms. We kind of touched on that on my last subject when we were talking about anal. As women, we have the ability to open and close our uterus very tightly. So that's going to happen again when you're masturbating. Your cervical fluids are, they're building up. So you're able, through that process of tenting, to strengthen yourself at all times. Masturbation also improves immune functioning by increasing cortisol levels, which can regulate immune functioning in small doses, but it still regulates it. It also reduces depression by increasing the amount of endorphins in your bloodstream. Masturbation can also indirectly prevent infertility by protecting people from sexually transmitted infections, STIs, that can lead to infertility. You can't give yourself one of these infections. It's the most convenient method for maximizing your orgasms. There are plenty additional benefits from orgasms, generally including reduced stress, reduced blood pressure, increased self-esteem, and reduced pain. It's also good for you and your partner From a sexual health point of view, masturbation is one of the safest behaviors. There's no risk of pregnancy or transmission of sexually transmitted infections. There's no risk of disappointing a partner or having that performance anxiety. And there's no emotional baggage that comes with it. It's only an arm's length away, but it's also so very helpful when you are now listening to Porscha After Dark. Eroticism at its best on worldwide digital stream, where we are reaching people all around the world.
Was in love. That's what it was when I met you. In love. And no one could ever talk about you. But it sucks. So many lies and alibis. Our love. So I stay in love with you. Crazy feelings make me stay with you. So in love, I just didn't see the wrong you did. In love, but now that I know, I can admit it was love that made me a fool, a silly fool. In love, love with you.
You are now listening to Porscha After Dark. Eroticism at its best on worldwide digital stream, where we are reaching people all around the world. You have mutual masturbation. Mutual masturbation, two partners who are pleasuring themselves in the company of the other, is a great and also safe activity to incorporate into other partnered sexual activities. It can be especially good to begin to learn more about your partner's likes and to demonstrate to your partner what you like. Open communication with a partner will improve your sex life and relationship drastically, but it is also important for, modeling your communication skills, talking about masturbation, all the benefits of it. It's always a sex positive views that can go on when you guys are trying to figure out what's working best for each of you, especially if you have him on one end of the bed and you're on the other end of the bed, and you're kind of showing him what you can do with yourself, and he's showing you what he can do with himself. From you guys seeing that is just so sexy, just to watch one another pleasure yourselves. And then you kind of, you mix it up a little bit, and he touches you and you touch him, and then it starts from there. There is no reason for shame when it comes to your body and what feelings make you happy when you touch your body or when your partner touches your body. Trust me when I say your partner will thank you for being open about what you like and how you like to be touched in certain areas. With you exploring your own body, that will make it better for your relationship. I mean, it will on all levels, you know. So we can just kind of back up and just kind of backtrack a little bit so I can just feed some more into you to let you know how masturbation is so very healthy for you all the time. I don't care how many times you want to masturbate. You do not let it affect you at work. I'm not saying for you to masturbate at work or anything like that, but in the privacy of your own surroundings, do what you do best. If that's masturbate or you do anything in that sense, just do it and have fun, and you just be safe with whatever you do. Again, masturbation helps you sleep. That's because getting handsy with yourself lowers blood pressure. And again, it produces those endorphins, the chemical responsible for helping ease stress and increase relaxation. Now, I love this. Masturbation, again, ladies, relieves cramps. Flying solo during that time of month increases your blood flow to the pelvic area, easing pain. The intensity of the orgasm can also help, and it sure beats that darn hot water bottle. It really does. Masturbation alleviates urinary tract infections. Once you are tired of drinking all that cranberry juice and all that water, turn to other cures for UTIs, masturbation. It helps flush out old bacteria from the cervix, giving UTI sufferers some much needed relief. Masturbation might relieve restless leg syndrome symptoms. Researchers estimated that 10% of people suffer from RLS. It's a neurological, disorder characterized by a constant urge to move the limbs, often causing leg pains and cramps and tingling and itching. But there might be help in sight. There was a letter that was published in the medical journal Sleep Medicine, reported on a patient who used sex and masturbation to relieve those symptoms. But again, masturbation makes sex better. Practice makes perfect. as the saying goes. You all know that. This puts you very much in touch with your genital pleasure spots that you and your mate like so much. You know, sometimes at dinner parties or... You are now listening to Porscha After Dark. Eroticism at its best on worldwide digital stream, where we are reaching people all around the world.
Yes, it's me again, and I'm back. Ooh.
You are now listening to Porscha After Dark. Eroticism at its best on worldwide digital stream, where we are reaching people all around the world. People I tend to talk to, you know, everybody, they talk about anything and everything, but you don't often hear conversations about masturbation or what I refer to as solo sex. It's still a taboo topic that we are just too embarrassed to talk about. And, you know, that's crazy. While some people believe that there is no need for masturbation when you're in a relationship, self-stimulation allows you to, again, discover your own body and find out just what you like. If you know your body, that means you know what excites you, and then you can communicate that to your partner. While I've never met a man who does not masturbate, I've met plenty of women who don't. Again, this is to explain when a boy turns about 12, 13, he will start getting erections whether he likes it or not. Girls, on the other hand, do not. And before we had magazines like Cosmopolitan and those other magazines that existed, we may never have heard of the words masturbation or orgasms. So it's not easy for women to learn to masturbate and have orgasms. It's even harder if they believe that this is only the job of their partner. But the best thing about masturbation is that it is, in fact, very healthy for you. Here are some more reasons why masturbating is good for you. Sexual arousal and orgasms produce a chemical called oxytocin, which works as a natural pain reliever. It helps reduce headaches, muscle aches, other assorted aches and pains, and is a great cure again for insomnia. It helps to relax and relieve tension after your stressful day. Again, the endorphins during sex or masturbation can improve your overall mood. If you're in that sexual relationship, and you need that sexual release, that right there is going to be one of the things that's going to definitely help you in all your overall needs. Masturbation also helps combat premature ejaculation. If you can train yourself to last longer solo, you will last longer with your partner. Us women can really appreciate that, that factor as well. For women especially, masturbation allows you to explore and understand your body better. So you will know exactly what to do, what you like when you have sex with your partner. This benefits both of you. Sex and masturbation increase the flow of the testosterone in the body, which helps to transport a hormone called DHEA, which is important to the immune system. That extra testosterone also strengthens the bones and the muscles. Funny, huh? But it's true. It does. With all this newfound knowledge of what a healthy and pleasurable experience it is, it may be a good idea to try it more often. So, with this being said, less stress, more masturbating all the time. You don't have to do it all the time, but it never hurts. Masturbating, again, releases so many tensions in you. I say, hell, keep it up. We age as we get older. Our sex organs don't quite work the way we want them to. In men, that's, excuse me, that's erectile dysfunction. And in women, the pelvic floor muscles lose their strength and the flexibility, which can make for an unpleasant sexual experience. Guess what? Masturbation to the rescue. Yeah? Touch yourself. It's a workout for your sex muscles, and it helps you to keep your respective organs in shape. So you might be able to keep on getting it on with the ripe old age. Right up there with age is going to come all these new experiences that, that you're going to get. Especially in men, masturbation, it ups those white blood cells count and could potentially ward off colds. As most of us now know, masturbating, again, releases potentially all kind of different cells. So, you just got to do what you got to do. You can sleep it off. You don't have to worry about certain pains. You don't have to worry about certain stresses in your life. We're sure all this good news that I've just given you is very exciting. So you guys know what to do next. Don't worry. Now you know it's good for you. So I tell you all, just to go have some fun, explore your bodies, explore your mate's body, let your mate explore your body. There's nothing wrong with touching yourself, pleasuring yourself, and, just getting to know your body a little bit more each and every way that you can. And I also want to let you know, if you guys want to talk to me about anything, feel free to leave me comments down on the bottom. I'll read some of them. I'll read all of them, actually. And we can actually talk about it in my next week's show. You can also send me messages. I have no problem with that. We could talk about any subject that we possibly can. I appreciate you guys listening, and I will see you next week. This is Porscha After Dark. Have a good evening, guys.
if we found out it could mess up both our happy homes.
I hate to think about us all meeting up together. As soon as I look at you, it will show